What's up, everyone? Mankini here with Mankini TV, and I'm back at Cafe 611 with Gradual Slip.
It's Mankini TV. It's my show.
What's going on, fellas?
How's it going, bro?
It's going, yeah.
It's going.
It's hot as shit today.
It is pretty hot. I figured you guys might, want to borrow some of my attire for this.
I need to invest.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to me. You guys are from Maryland, right?
Yeah.
All right. So clearly, I'm out of the loop on the hardcore scene in this area. I'm used to like Baltimore having its hardcore scene, but every day I see more and more hardcore bands. I'm like, I didn't know this existed. What's going on?
I think the reach of heavy music is just continuing to expand. Outside of, urban areas are still pretty much where it reigns supreme, but it's starting to expand out. I think it's really cool, and with the blending of genres for a bill like this, which is definitely a little bit more metalcore, like it kind of opens the doors a little bit for people who aren't necessarily familiar with hardcore, and can be a really great gateway into the scene. We love DC hardcore, we love Baltimore hardcore, and we want to play all of it, and we like bridging the gap as well. So anything we can do here to make sure people all over our area are enjoying heavy music, it's really important.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love getting down in the mosh pits. I love getting down and dirty, breaking a few elbows and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
As I get older, it's a little harder, but hey, it's all good.
Yep, that's facts.
So talk to me about the name Gradual Slip real quick.
Gradual Slip. We came up with that actually at my old job. I was working at Guitar Center, and there was a customer who was just venting about life, saying, "Oh man, it really just seems like life is a gradual slip downhill." And I kind of thought about it, and I said, "Oh, that might make a cool song name." And she said, "That'd make a cool band name." And I agreed. And we kind of just play it into that it means, you're gonna slip up in life, but hang in there. It can only go uphill when you fall, and it may take some time, but eventually you'll be able to get back on your feet. And that's pretty much what we stand for. We're a band of brothers. We've been playing music together a long time, and so we plan to just keep sticking it out and sending a positive message, and it even comes down to our name, We're a band of brothers, and we all go through it.
Yeah. I also thrive off negativity. So, for me, it's just a gradual slip into, madness.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I had a gradual nip slip one time. I don't know if that counts. I don't know.
Was it gradual or was it fast?
I guess technically it was fast, but there's definitely probably been a few gradual ones, that I worked in there. I want to touch on that real quick. You mentioned the positivity and the uplifting, and you mentioned thriving off negativity. Something I've noticed a lot in heavy music as of recently, not to say that a positive message wasn't always behind everything, but it seems like in this day and age, heavy music is angry, but not mad. It's anger with a message. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's angry for the right reason.
Yeah.
A lot of the subject matter about, or through our lyrics and the way that we write songs is pretty diverse. And we're a pretty culturally diverse band as well. So we cover a lot of topics, and what Tristan touched on, if there are several songs we have about the struggles of mental illness and a lack of mental health resources, and those really veer in the direction of anger towards the system for not allowing help to be more accessible, but also the positive message in that there is help that you can find within people within this community and things like that. But then on the flip side, if you listen to other songs like Burnt Edges and Peril, there are just complete and utter essays on absolute anti-establishment, anti-authority, anti-police, fighting against bigotry and economic harm and racial harm in this country. So it's an interesting dichotomy, but I think we offer a safe space if people want to come talk to us about different things, but we also offer zero tolerance for hatred and other things of the sort that don't belong, not only just in this scene, but in society as a whole. So,
I'm right there with you. That's going to bring me to something else real quick. Do you guys know anything about juggalos?
yeah, dude.
I'd like to think, at least over the last couple of weeks and several of the interviews I've had with other bands that I've been able to interview in the hardcore scene, there's this comparison, running theme of you've got the hardcore punk rock scene that thrives on the positivity, the anti-establishment, anti-authority, anti-police, anti-bigotry, and you've got the juggalos who kind of follow the same path. Two totally different mind or fan bases and whatnot, but aligning ideologies. And I always feel that the punk rock crowd, the hardcore crowd, and the juggalos just missed their mark to run together. However, we still kind of run together.
I don't know that I agree with you. I think we didn't miss the mark.
Okay.
I think we're on board with the Juggalos. I've seen many a Hatchet Man tattoo at hardcore shows. I've also seen many hardcore metal bands play The Gathering. So I think we're right where we need to be. We could be a little bit more intertwined, I would say, but we got the family chant once at a Twisted show. So
you guys played a Twisted show.
Oh, I was just there with a different band, and they got the family chant while I was on stage. So
Gotcha.
I was just like, wow, I feel so welcome. So we down with the shits.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, at this rate, we've got to. My big thing is always trying to get bands that want to perform at the Gathering to the Gathering. I always think it's cool when a band's like, we would love to play that. Well, then we should have you.
You know how fucking awesome it would be to play the Gathering of the Juggalos? I would play it 100%. It'd be so fucking fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be dummy.
I mean, we'll play any show, really.
Any show.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, if we get invited to it, and if our schedule works with it, we'll play it. We'll play it,
listen,
man.
I do these interviews, and I'm open to interviewing anybody and everybody, honestly.
Right.
But when I do these interviews, a lot of bands I think would be a good fit, and I think you guys would be a good fit.
No, I appreciate it,
I've interviewed Scowl, I've interviewed Guerrilla Warfare. I've told them all, you guys need to be there.
Phenomenal band.
Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, Guerrilla Warfare couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, get well soon. Absolutely. Fox Lake Guerrilla Warfare.
Yep.
We will see you guys back out on the road again.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, I'm badly killing for a hardcore punk night at the Gathering and just invite all the hardcore and punk bands there.
You know what? If we get an invite, we'll be on it, man.
Okay.
Yeah. 100% we'll be on it. We want to play. Yeah. That's all we want to do, and we just want to have fun doing it. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for how long? Me and Rohan, 10 years.
Yeah.
More than 10 years.
We've been playing music together since we were in 10th grade.
Yeah. So I mean, I've known Rohan since elementary school.
Scott and I were neighbors growing up,
Yeah.
so we would always play together as well.
Okay.
And Tristan was a fan of Rohan and I's first band.
Yep.
And
Every show I could.
yeah.
Eventually, we ended up forming this group, and that was about 3 years ago.
Okay.
3 years ago.
It's been a lot of fun.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Well, being from Maryland, it's not often I get to interview local bands, and I always want to. I always want to get more local bands involved, so I'm always on Twitter trying to find who I know
Definitely.
in the area.
Yeah.
Number one eats in Maryland. Where's the number one
Ooh.
spot to eat in Maryland?
Oh man, you going by state or by county? Because there's hella good food around here.
Well, let me ask you, how many counties do you have a good spot to eat in?
I guarantee we can find you one in all.
Really?
Yeah.
Montgomery County.
McDonald's. Me Peru in Gaithersburg.
Me Peru, yeah.
PG County.
New Vegan.
Definitely.
Calvert County.
Sierra Grill.
Cecil County.
No idea.
Baltimore County.
Baltimore County or Baltimore City? Because Baltimore City, there's hella good places
Well, yeah,
everywhere.
well,
Shout out New Vegan. Shout out My Mama's Kitchen. Shout out Dota's Kitchen. Shout out Greener Kitchen.
damn.
What else?
Howard County.
Great Sage, Azteca, Uncle Julio's. Even though that's a chain, everybody got that, but that shit's good in Colombia. Royal Taj. That owner will seat you himself. He's 4 foot tall, and he'll come over and make sure you good all the time. And I'm Indian, right? So I know about the good Indian food over here. That shit bangs.
Okay. It's funny. I used to work for an Indian guy at a pizza place. He trained in Italy to make pizza and trained me. And we were talking about Indian restaurants. And, I go on Yelp sometimes. I don't always follow Yelp, but I was on Yelp and I saw this Indian restaurant. And I was like, I wonder if this place is any good. And he grabs my phone. And verbatim, he says to me, Chris, don't ever eat at an Indian restaurant where white people are giving it good reviews. He said, you want to see all the Indian people giving it good reviews because that means it really is good. And I was like, oh, okay.
One of my favorite places got in trouble for labeling things Indian spicy and American spicy.
In trouble how?
They said it was culturally insensitive that they named it American spicy versus Indian spicy. And I'm like, is it? At least they didn't say white spicy.
That's how I order it. That's how they know. I go, hey, listen, can I get like the regular spice or like let me get the Indian spicy? Like for real, like I want you to mess me up, fuck me up, fam. Come on, like seriously. I
want to be on the toilet all night.
Yeah, I don't personally. I don't see anything wrong with calling it American spicy or Indian spicy. You know.
I don't either. But
Since we're talking about food, does pineapple belong on pizza?
yeah,
Yeah.
unequivocally.
Hands down.
I think anything belongs on pizza is, as long as that person who's eating it likes it.
Yeah.
I
That's
might
fact.
not be the biggest fan of pineapple, but I'll eat it.
Okay.
It's good.
You
I like buffalo chicken myself.
You said anything goes on pizza. What's the strangest thing you've had? Ice cream?
No, I haven't had ice cream. I think the weirdest thing, cow tongue slices.
Really? I love lengua tacos.
I've never had it, but cow tongue, I've had straight cow tongue cooked from the grill once, and
In
it was all right.
In Egypt, at Pizza Hut, you can get a hot dog pizza made from halal hot dogs.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I am intrigued to try everything that I can, and I would eat a halal hot dog pizza. I
Alhamdulillah,
totally
good
would.
luck.
It's good. It's really good, surprisingly.
I'm with it. Can you guys talk to me about any music being worked on right now?
Yeah, we've got a couple of songs in the works. We dropped a new EP a couple months ago in April called No Hope to begin with. Streaming everywhere. We did a tour for it as soon as it came out. We're going to have more new music up soon, probably sooner rather than later. We've got some other stuff in the works as far as touring goes. But yeah, be on the lookout for new shit. But, the stuff we've just put out is pretty fresh.
Hell yeah.
We're going to play all of it tonight. So, that EP was worked on a lot. It was blood, sweat, and tears through the pandemic. Like, Scott and I, day in, day out, writing shit, sending it to Zach, sending it to Tristan, having them send it back to us and be like, we don't know, man. And then getting it fixed up. And, we're really proud of that record. So,
Nice.
can't wait to keep playing it around.
Yeah.
Anything to say to anyone out there that may not know your band, hasn't found you guys yet, or, isn't aware?
Check us out on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yep.
And support your locals. Come to shows whenever you can.
Yep.
And that's about it for me.
Yeah, support your DIY scene. Support touring acts. Definitely try to make it to shows in and around your city. Out-of-state shows, support when you can. And these places, they thrive when you show up. So definitely support the venues. And keep showing out.
Support local businesses wherever you end up. There's always probably going to be some mom and pop coffee shop. There's one around the street from here. It's really good. I highly recommend trying it. And, a lot of these chains you're going to be able to find everywhere. I know as a touring band it's hard to find things, but like in cities like this, in urban areas, you can really help small businesses too. And then they'll help you out if you're like, I'm in a touring band and, we don't really have the funds all the time. And it's always been a mutual relationship.
Hell yeah.
Stay in school.
I like that, Scott.
How far into school, though? Like, do we college or, just graduate high school?
That is up to you.
Fair enough. I respect that. Well, fellas, I do appreciate this. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm going to get a little sweaty, a little crazy. Hopefully no gradual slips of my attire tonight.
Hopefully there is.
Somehow, it's always brought up, like, are you going to end up naked tonight? And I never do. And I always have a band that's like, oh, we'd be down if you do. And I just wonder, like, you guys haven't asked me to get naked yet, but how serious a band is, because one night I'm going to do it. I'm going to get naked at a show.
Just make sure it's not an all-ages show.
That's a fair point. I do not need that on my record, nor to be arrested and locked up for that. That's a good point. I'm glad you pointed that out, because I probably would have forgotten that and been at a show. And yeah. Well, look, kill this shit tonight.
Whoop, whoop, fam.
Ah, whoop, whoop. It means family. Whoop, whoop. Gathering the Juggalos. Do you guys have a favorite flavor of Faygo at all? You guys know about Faygo?
Oh, yeah. I'm drinking
Drink Faygo like it's fucking water.
Yeah.
Really?
I like them all.
Oh man, that is awesome.
I go in, I close my eyes, and I grab.
You're a juggalo. You're such a juggalo.
Deep down, I am.
He needs therapy.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all do.
So you can come find us at a show. We've got resources for you at our merch table, and we'll sit there and talk to you also, man. Fuck health insurance.
If you're going through something, if you're feeling strange, feeling weird, upset, sad, or angry, come to a Gradual Slip show. Hang out with them, talk with them, and vent your problems to them. They're here to listen to you and help you through whatever they can.
Absolutely.
Always and forever. I'm Mankini. This is Mankini TV, and this has been Gradual Slip.
Thank you for your time.
Bye.
See you in April!